Back to the cone cells. Humans have three. We are sometimes, therefore, I don't know if I said this already, but sometimes humans are called trichromats. Tri meaning three, chrome meaning color. We have three types of cone cells. That's just how humans have evolved. Other critters evolved differently. For example, here are the cone cells of a European starling, a bird. These birds have one, two, three, four cone cells. So what do you think they would be called? Yeah, they would be called tetrachromats, right? Tetra meaning four. So they have four types of cone cells, four different types. And you can see that that allows them to see beyond the colors that we can see. So remember, we can see about 400 to 700 nanometers. But check this out. Starlings can see wavelengths much shorter than 400 nanometers. They can see light that lies beyond the blue and the violet. These birds can actually see ultraviolet light. These wavelengths of light here are forms of ultraviolet light. Remember our electromagnetic spectrum, anything of a frequency higher than violet, we call it ultraviolet. So this is a shorter wavelength than purple visible light that these starlings are picking up. They can see ultraviolet. Kind of crazy, right? They have evolved to see ultraviolet light that we have never dreamed of seeing. We don't even know what that would be like to look at. Crazy, crazy, right? When you think about it. Dogs are on the other end. Dogs only have two types of cone cells. They're called dichromats. This thing in the middle is their rod cells. So dogs only have two. Dogs are dichromats. So the two types of cone cells they have are blue and yellow. They don't have a lot over here in the red range. In fact, they don't have any. So they have a very, very difficult time analyzing greens and reds. So dogs are dichromatic. There is a creature who wins the contest in terms of numbers of cone cells, and that creature is the mantis shrimp. This is a critter that lives in shallow waters under the sea, and the mantis shrimp has 12 different types of cone cells. Isn't that freaking crazy? So again, our vision lies between ultraviolet and infrared, so we can see blue to red, but we cannot see beyond. Check out the mantis shrimp. They're sensitive to ultraviolet, to super ultraviolet, and they're sensitive all the way up here to infrared. And you know how we have that gap in between blue and green? Well, guess what? They don't have that gap. So they are capable of receiving and perceiving all of this visual information. They have 12 cone cells. Isn't that crazy? And when you see a mantis shrimp, it might make sense to you. Look how colorful and beautiful they are. So we don't know why the mantis shrimp have evolved 12 different types of cone cells to receive all this visual information. They can receive and they can see colors that we would never even dream of. Now, remember, sensation and transduction is only 2/3 of the story, right? The information still needs to be perceived, which takes a very complex brain. So whether or not mantis shrimp have brains complex enough to perceive this information, we actually don't know. So we don't know what the world is like to a mantis shrimp. Are they actually perceiving and appreciating all this beauty, all these colors that we could never even dream of? We don't know. We do know that mantis shrimp themselves are colorful, so maybe they're extra super cool visual processes evolved due to some sexual selection or something like that, finding really pretty mates. But we do know that mantis shrimp are quite violent, actually, so we don't think that they spend a lot of time pondering the beauties of the colors around them.